Hey guys, it's candy making time, you know? Been at my best friend's house this afternoon watching her make her famous pumpkin rolls, which are amazing. That's all I gotta say is they're amazing. And she was making fudge. We make the same kind of fudge. It's old-fashioned fudge that you make with the marshmallow cream on the stove. It's how our mamas did it. It's how their mamas did it, you know? It's just passed down from generation to generation. And she had some evaporated milk left over. She's like, you go home, make you some fudge. I thought, heck yeah. So guess what? We're going to make a little bit of holiday candy. We're going to make some chocolate fudge, and this is what you're going to do. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get you a saucepan and add 1 1/2 sticks of butter. Well, this is margarine. It's the Blue Bonnet. It's better. I'm going to put my burner on medium-high heat. I'm going to melt this down for a little bit. Then I'm going to add 2 1/2 cups of sugar. And I'm going to measure. So, in we go. Hope there's enough in this bag before I get another 1, 2. And there's just enough. Imagine that, y'all. Just enough sugar. So we're going to take that. We're going to take 1 1/2 sticks of butter, 2 1/2 cups of sugar, and 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. And this is what she sent home with me. So I'm going to pour it out in here. And got just a little bit left. We're going to mix this up and we're going to bring it to a boil. And she boils hers for 5 minutes. I use a candy thermometer and get mine to 234 degrees. But as I was watching her make her fudge a while ago, I thought, I'm going to boil mine for 5 minutes. Screw that candy thermometer, because as anybody knows that makes candy, it gets sticky. It sticks to your pan. It fogs up to where you can hardly see it sometimes. And it's a booger to clean. So I'm going to make it her way and boil mine for 5 minutes and see how it turns out. So this is what this looks like so far. Once it all gets melted, I'm going to boil it for, like I said, 5 minutes. Stir it occasionally. And then we're going to add 1 whole bag of Nestle semi-sweet chocolate chips to it. And 1 container of marshmallow cream. I got to sneeze. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which I need to get out of my cabinet. So hang on. Also, I got me an 8x8 casserole dish, and I just sprayed it lightly with Pam. Excuse my hair. I do have horns. Cancer's killed my hair, y'all. Killed my hair, but at least I didn't lose it all, and it's coming in full force, and it's just wilder than a buck. That's all I got to say. And it's coming in black and gray, and I have been blonde my entire life, and now I've got dark hair, so I'll take it. So let me get this stirred up. That's what it's looking like so far, and yet it's not come to a boil. So once it comes to a boil, I'll show you what it looks like then. Make sure when you're making fudge, you scrape the edges of your side of your pan, because there's sugar crystals that get stuck on it. I'm going in between my whisk and my wooden spoon with this and making sure I get them all done, because you don't want any of them sugar crystals in your fudge. You want your fudge silky and smooth, and fantasy fudge is the way to go. That's no microwave harmed in making fudge. It's just not the same. That's my opinion. I'm going to make my fudge on the stove probably till the day I die, because this stuff does make the best fudge. So it's fixing to come to a boil now. So I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. One little trick my mama taught me when I was making fudge is she says you get you a bowl of cold water. And once your fudge state, the beginning of it, comes to a softball stage till it's about 234 degrees, you drop just a little bit of it into the cold water, kind of mush it around with your fingers, and if it forms a ball and it's mushy, you know it's done. It's going to almost look like a caramel. And I've used that trick every time I make fudge for as long as I can remember, and it does work. So, little trick of the trade. It's came to a rolling boil, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm just stirring it about every 45 seconds just to be on the safe side. And I make my peanut butter fudge just like this too. I don't use peanut butter out of a jar. I buy the Reese's peanut butter chips, just like you buy the semi-sweet, morsels. And I just substitute. And you can also use butterscotch that way too. So easy. You can get you 3 recipes or 3 different types of flavors out of 1 recipe. Probably get more than that if you want it. You can also add nuts to this. You can add pecans, you can add walnuts, you can add almonds, you can add macadamia nuts, but do that as your last step. I'm omitting nuts because I'm not eating nuts, and if it's not there to eat, then I'm not gonna eat it, even though I love nuts, but can't have them. So I've got 1 minute and 48 seconds left. It smells great, it's thickening up, and then when my 5 minutes is up, I'm gonna test it in my water and let you see what I'm talking about. Okay, my 5 minutes is up, and before I mix my marshmallow cream and my chocolate chips in here, I'm gonna take a spoonful of this mixture and just drizzle it like that into my cold water. And I'm gonna take my hands and I'm gonna smush it around and see if it forms a ball. And it does. Well, it did until I demolished it. So that tells me right there it's done. Let me go wash my hands since they're sticky, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna add our 1 bag of chocolate chips to our mixture. Beat it with all your heart and beat it fast. Let me get back over here so you can see me. This is where we gotta have all these arm muscles, y'all. Reminds me of Michael Jackson's song, Just Beat It. So I'm just beating it. Beating my fudge, that is. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I'm in a hurry. And then, let me grab me a spoon and we're gonna put the marshmallow cream in here. I'm running around my kitchen like a chicken with his head cut off, y'all. Get this made. I'm gonna fry up some pork chops. I'll show you how I do it. Then I'm just gonna put some corn with it and some kind of pasta and homemade buttermilk biscuits. Let me get off my spoon. So that's what's for supper tonight. Something easy, but I love fried pork chops. And I may make gravy too, because we'll have all that yummy grease. All right, let's get this in this pan. And there's me a bite for later. So this is what it's looking like before I add the marshmallow mixture. I'm gonna stir it up real good. I don't know if you can see me. Let me move you to the bar, hold on. All right, that's better. Let me mix this up. Gotta be quick. I love this fudge. It is so good. Brings me back to my childhood, and you know I'm all about the memories. And my mama, my favorite candy growing up was date balls, and I've never made them. So I think I may call her tonight and get that recipe. We make date balls next week. They were so delicious, and I remember my brother and I would fight over the last ones because we both loved them so much. I just don't know what's in them. I know dates is in them and Rice Krispies, but I don't know the rest because I never helped her make it. And like I said, I've never made it. All right, let me move these cookies. So, let's pour this in our greased 8x8 pan. I'll let it set overnight to harden up and cut it into little squares. And this is, you can put this in a 9x13 pan too. Depends on the thickness. You can have it thick or you can have it thin. And this is just for my family. And we like it thick. With no nuts. And I got a little bit in the pan to taste test and eat, and I gotta lick my finger. Smooth it on top real quick. The quicker you work, the better. You always gotta have that little zigzag in there. And there you go. Old-fashioned, I lost my train of thought again, chocolate fudge with marshmallow cream, y'all. I hope you make this for you and your family for the holidays. Like I said, 8x8 or 9x13 pan, it really doesn't matter. I told you what was in it. If you need the recipe, just let me know and I'll put it in the comments section. Stay tuned because we're gonna fry some pork chops. See you soon, love you.